Did you know this about John Wick? Chapter 3. When John is tasked by the Elder to eliminate Winston in order to restore his fealty to the High Table, Winston offers him a gun.
Who do you wish to die as, Jonathan?
Specifically, a Colt Model 1903, pocket hammerless. However, John declines, signaling his reluctance to betray his old ally.
Will you be putting a bullet in his head?
No, I don't think I will.
Interestingly, Winston later retrieves this same gun during a meeting with the adjudicator for a parley, which he ultimately uses to shoot John off the roof of the Continental. This subtle detail is fascinating, as it highlights the gun's symbolic role in the power dynamics between Winston, John, and the High Table. Additionally, this is only the second time in the series we see Winston handling a firearm, the first being when he executed a member of the High Table's representatives at the front of the Continental. This highlights how much Winston has changed over time, showing that he is now willing to take extreme measures to preserve his power and position.
Did you know about John Wick's favorite weapons? John Wick's expertise with a wide array of weapons is legendary, but his handguns are his true favorites. In Chapter 1, he starts with a Heckler & Koch P3OL, complete with a custom compensator. By Chapter 2, he opts for a Kimber Warrior 1911, and by Chapter 3, he upgrades to the Taran Tactical Innovations Combat Master STI 2011, known for its speed and reliability. In Chapter 4, he showcases the
9mm Pit Viper.
A sleek, high-performance pistol designed for ultimate precision.
This Viper has ferocious fucking fangs.
A firearm that has become synonymous with his character. Wick's versatility extends beyond handguns. Shotguns play a prominent role, with the Benelli M4 standing out, and in Chapter 4, he introduces the explosive Dragon's Breath rounds for devastating effect. When it comes to rifles, memorable choices include the AR-15 during his job in Rome in Chapter 2 and the Taran Tactical SIG MPX to defend the Continental, but John Wick's creativity shines through in unique kills using everyday objects. The infamous pencil scene, referenced in earlier chapters and shown in Chapter 2, is a testament to his lethal improvisation. In Chapter 3, he takes this a step further with a brutal and inventive takedown using nothing but a book. What's your favorite weapon from the John Wick movies? If you were in John's shoes, which weapons would you choose for a task like his?
Good afternoon, Mr. Wick. It's been a long time.
I'd like a tasting.
I can wholeheartedly endorse the new breed of Austrians, Glock 34 and 26. Recontoured grips, flared magwell for easier reloads. I know you'd appreciate the custom porting.
Need something robust, precise.
Robust, precise. AR-15, 11.5-inch, compensated with an iron-bonded bolt carrier, Trigiton AccuPoint with 1/6 magnification.
Do you recommend anything for the end of the nut? Something big, bold.
May I suggest the Benelli M4? Custom bolt carrier release and charging hand textured grips if your hands get wet. An Italian classic.
Dessert.
Dessert. The finest cutlery, all fresh and stemmed.
What were John Wick's most creative eliminations? John's most famous and creative elimination is by far the scene in Part 2 in which he eliminates two guys with a
pencil. I know, I've heard the story, sir.
Fucking pencil? Who the fuck can do that?
Besides this, John is also seen eliminating Ernest in the library with a book. John uses cars as weapons multiple times, manages to eliminate three guys with a horse, and neutralizes enemies with a motorcycle in both Parts 3 and 4. He also drowns a person in Part 1, and building a Remington 1875 from various parts to kill an opponent in Chapter 3. In addition to these, John also uses nunchaku, axes, and a pistol slide for kills, and wields a Dragon's Breath shotgun in Chapter 4 for a visually stunning elimination sequence. Is the Pit Viper from John Wick Chapter 4 John's best weapon? The TTI JW4 Combat Master given by the Bowery King offers speed and deadly precision.
I'm going to need a gun.
I thought you'd never ask. 9mm Pit Viper.
How'd you get this?
I know a guy who knows a guy who shot a guy. 21-round capacity magazine with a built-in compensator for virtually no muzzle flip. Fiber optic front sight. Ambidextrous safeties. Flared magwell for faster reloads. 2-pound extreme trigger. And for those more, how shall we say, intimate encounters, this Viper has ferocious fucking fangs.
How close can you get me to the church? Amen.
Did you know why John Wick rarely uses a silencer? While silencers are often associated with assassins in movies or real life, they aren't always the best option, especially in John Wick's high-intensity fights. Although silencers reduce gun noise, they don't eliminate it entirely. More importantly, in most of John's encounters, he faces multiple enemies in close combat situations where a firefight quickly breaks out. Silencers, often longer and bulkier, can make handling and switching weapons more difficult, which would slow him down in such fast-paced confrontations. Interestingly, in Chapter 4, on the staircase fight, John picks up a silenced gun from one of the bounty hunters. However, this is a rare occurrence. In Chapter 1, John uses a compensator instead, a device that helps reduce recoil and muzzle climb, improving accuracy for quick, repeated shots. This fits John's precision-focused style better than a silencer. As the series progresses and John is hunted relentlessly, his reliance on quickly switching between weapons makes silencers or compensators less practical. His combat style prioritizes efficiency and adaptability over stealth, showcasing his mastery of improvisation and his ability to dominate any battle scenario.